Welcome back to the tavern, my friend. The night's been long and the road hasn't been kind, but the fire's warm and there's always a seat waiting for you here. I can see it in your eyes, that quiet ache, the kind that comes when you've been walking through life, but somewhere along the way you forgot where you were going. Now, sit, rest a while. You're not the first soul to wander in here lost, and you certainly will not be the last. There comes a day when you wake up and realize the person staring back at you in the mirror feels like a stranger. You've done everything right. You followed the map, obeyed the rules, carried the expectations of others like heavy armor, and yet you feel hollow. Because you've been walking someone else's path for so long. You forgot the sound of your own footsteps. Losing yourself doesn't happen in one great fall. It's slow, it's quiet, almost invisible. 1,000 small choices, each one saying, "It's fine, I'll do what they want." Until one day you realize that you built a life that fits everyone but you. The world loves to tell you to reinvent yourself, to burn down the past and build someone new. But that's not what starting over means. You don't need to become someone else. You need to come home to who you were before the world told you who to be. The spark that guided you once isn't gone, it's buried. Beneath the noise, the obligations, the years of pretending to be fine, starting over isn't about erasing your past. It's about listening again to the voice you silenced long ago. Now, there's a story I tell sometimes about a knight who fought for kingdoms that never knew his name. He wore shining armor, carried banners of others' colors, and fought every battle asked of him. But one day, after years of victories that meant nothing, he looked at his reflection in a river and couldn't remember who he was fighting for. So he laid down his sword and wandered the land, lost and tired, until he found a small tavern at the edge of the world. The keeper asked him one question: "Who are you when no one's watching?" The knight stayed silent for a long time, and then he said softly, "I don't know." He stayed in the tavern for many nights, sitting by the fire, listening, remembering, until one morning as dawn touched the windows, he whispered his own name again. That's when his journey began. Not to conquer kingdoms, but to reclaim himself. Starting over rarely begins with grand gestures, my friend. It begins with small, quiet acts of rebellion. Saying no to what no longer fits. Taking a walk without needing to explain it. Speaking kindly to yourself, even when the voice in your head doesn't believe it. Picking up the paintbrush, the notebook, the music, or the dream you buried because life told you it was foolish. These are the small quests, the gentle steps that will lead you back to yourself. No crowd will cheer for them. No one may notice, but you will, and that will be enough. But there's something no one tells you about starting over. It's not just about discovery, it's about grief. Because when you find yourself again, you'll see all the places you abandoned yourself to survive. You'll feel the weight of years you spent pleasing, pretending, performing, and it hurts. You'll lose people who only loved the version of you that served them. You'll outgrow dreams that were never yours. And that's okay. Every rebirth comes with mourning. You're not breaking down, you're shedding. You're peeling away everything that kept you from your truth. It hurts because it matters. Starting over takes a quiet kind of courage, the kind no one sees. Not the courage of loud declarations or big risks, but the courage to face yourself honestly, to look at the pieces of your life and say, this isn't who I am anymore. And instead of running, you stay, you rebuild, one truth at a time. You don't need to know the whole path, you just need to take one honest step in the right direction. The rest will come, it always does. Now, I've seen countless travelers pass through these doors, some searching for fortune, others for forgiveness. But the ones who stay a while, the ones who heal, are the ones who finally stop running from themselves. So if you've lost your way, my friend, remember this: you are not too late. You are not too far gone. The road home still remembers your steps. Sit by the fire as long as you need, but when you're ready to rise and walk toward yourself again, the world will meet you halfway. But until that happens, I hope that your night or your day or your life is a wonderful one. Take care of yourself and be well.